Hello everyone, and welcome to another StarCraft 2 casting video with your host HNN. Today's video will be another Marine SCV rush, but this rush will push out at about 4 minutes. And I'm mainly casting this video because of my opponent. Let me go over to him. His name is VT Whiplash. He is a top 200 player of North America, and I wanted to show you guys how a Marine SCV rush can work against a very good Protoss player. So I'm gonna go back to my build and you can click the link in the description below and you can check out and see his rating. But he is a top 200 player in North America, about 150. So let me go back to me. There's two ways you can build for Marine SCV rush. You can build at the bottom of your ramp. It only takes 2 blocks. A barracks and a supply depot. But if you build at the bottom of your ramp, you will clue off to your opponent that something fishy is about to happen, like a super fast rush. So you can build at the top. You don't have to worry about too much about getting killed if you build at the top of your ramp, because you're gonna push out with everything at 4 minutes, or whenever you have four Marines. So anyway, it looks like just a little bit of scouting going on. And another thing I want to mention about this build: if you defeat a Protoss player with this build, they're gonna rage because it is a very cheesy build that ends the game at about 5 minutes. It's a very fast build. You only need 2 barracks. Some people like to build 3, but I only do 2 because I want to build a bunker inside of his base. So 2 barracks and a bunker is basically this build. And I have 1 proxy barracks going down right here, so my Marines can get to his base a little bit faster. So it looks like he is scouting my base, and he doesn't see anything really unusual or suspicious yet, because my barracks is at the top, so he really doesn't know. And I was just scouting up here to see, make sure that he was over here. Now, one thing, if you're a Protoss player, that you should remember is, if you don't see 2 refineries whenever you have, at least 1 refinery whenever you have 20 probes, then it should clue you in that a Marine SCV rush is probably on its way. So what VT Whiplash should be doing is he should be looking for my simulators to see if I at least have 1. So he did scout for my refineries, but he did not see it. Well, nothing seemed to click in, because let's go to his base. He's building a second assimilator, so he has no clue that this. Let me pause. The thing about this is he should have been clued in that I was gonna do a Marine SCV rush, because I had no refineries when he had 2. So he should have put down a second barracks and built more stalkers really fast. So anyway, the reason I paused it is because I am about to push out. With this rush, you push out at 4 minutes. Send 2 Marines to grab the watchtower first to check for any scouts, and then send in all your SCVs behind your first 2 Marines. And the reason we block at the top of the ramp again is so we don't clue off our opponent. But he should have been clued off when he didn't see an assimilator. So that was pretty poor scouting on his part. So let's see how he reacts to this. Let's go to his point of view. Again, he should have known whenever there was no refinery. Just another tip. So as you can see, if you beat a Protoss player with this build, they will lash out at you because it's pretty cheesy. So let me recap on the things that Whiplash did correctly. Rewind a little bit, and the things he did incorrectly. And I'll recap on how you do this build for Terran players. So basically, if you're a Terran player and you want to do this build, block at the top of the ramp so it doesn't clue off your opponent. Now, where VT Whiplash failed was whenever, let me go to his view, whenever he scouted my refineries. It had no refineries. When he saw no refineries, he should have been clued off that Marine SCV Rush was coming, but that was a little bit, a little failure on his part. Because you're looking at his base, he has 2 assimilators. If a rush is coming, you need at least 2 gateways to help you defend off against this rush. Actually, what you really need is you need at least 2 stalkers. And if you're I'm telling this for the Protoss players. And what you want to do with your stalkers is you want to kill the Marines, because there's gonna be only 4 or 5 Marines. You kill the Marines, and then the rush will be very easy to hold off. So it takes a little bit of micro. And what I liked about Whiplash was how he blocked off his ramp with 3 pylons, gave him a little bit more time to make another stalker. But the problem with this is that he spent his money on a simulator and he is still collecting a lot of gas. He should have put all his money into more minerals to get out at least 1 more stalker to kill the Marines. And I'm going to pause. Watch how he shoots the Marines, because VT Whiplash, it looks like he knows exactly what to do. You got to kill the Marines. So he did a fairly decent job trying to kill the Marines. His only bad part was he didn't have another stalker when he should have known this rush was coming. So anyway, I am going to end this replay on the note of his rage, because I know how some of you guys out there like to watch how others rage. Let me see. So there you go, Marine SCV Rush against a top 200 level player on a ladder match. And this is HNN signing out. See you in my next video.